The NAMI Ohta stands as one of the most remarkable yet tragic stories in Soviet automotive history. This futuristic minivan emerged from an unlikely chain of events that began in 1986 when Raisa Gorbacheva watched a television program featuring the homemade sports car Laura, built by young Leningrad enthusiasts Gennady Khainov and Dmitry Parfenov. Impressed by their talent, Gorbachev personally intervened, berating the Minister of Automotive Industry for overlooking such promising young minds. Within days, Khainov and Parfenov found themselves working at NAMI, the Soviet Union's premier automotive research institute, though established professionals viewed them as unwelcome intruders. The Leningrad Laboratory of Perspective Layout of Passenger Cars was established specifically for these talents at the Auto Armatura plant. Their assignment was creating the Car of the Year 2000, a concept vehicle exploring future automobile design. Working without computers, the team spent 20 months crafting their vision. They constructed a wooden frame from birch boards, then hand-hammered steel body panels and spatial frame components, with parts designed to mimic stamped components joined by spot welding. The Ohta's design was revolutionary for Soviet standards. The teardrop-shaped body achieved a remarkable drag coefficient of just 0.27 through wind tunnel testing at Leningrad Polytechnic Institute. Measuring only 4.3 meters in length, it accommodated 7 passengers in a fully transformable interior with rotating front seats, convertible middle-row tables, and folding rear seats for cargo or sleeping. Technical innovations included flush door handles, integrated bumper lighting, side mirrors built into windows, and a multiplex electrical system with CAN bus technology. An automatic spoiler deployed at high speeds for stability. Despite its futuristic appearance, the Ohta used VEV2183 mechanical components, engine, transmission, and suspension, mounted through a vibration-reducing subframe. The plastic panel body on a metal frame required fewer parts than conventional vehicles. After 14 months from conception to completion, the Ohta stunned NAMI leadership and impressed Gorbachev, who personally test-drove the prototype. The international debut came at the 1988 Geneva Motor Show as NAMI Ohta Lada after cosmetic improvements in Finland. The Soviet concept was among the top 10 prototypes, creating genuine surprise that the USSR could produce such advanced technology. Success proved to be the Ohta's downfall. International acclaim triggered resentment within NAMI, with critics questioning the institute's competence. Khainov and Parfenov were gradually marginalized and forced out. After exhibitions, Soviet customs officials arrested the vehicle upon return, refusing entry without duties payment. The prototype languished in customs warehouses for years, suffering partial dismantling and damage. When finally returned to its creators in deplorable condition, the forgotten concept was abandoned and gradually deteriorated. Despite its tragic fate, many of the Ohta's innovations later appeared on foreign production vehicles. The concept demonstrated Soviet engineering talent could compete internationally when given proper resources. Recent exhibitions have renewed interest, though restoration discussions remain without concrete timelines. The Ohta represents both the potential and tragedy of late Soviet innovation, brilliant minds creating world-class technology only to be defeated by institutional jealousy and bureaucratic incompetence.